You know, it's the end of the year. New Year's is just a few days away. And that means a lot of people are starting to think about New Year's resolutions. One of the most common ones, year after year, is losing weight or fixing the body in some way. But before we dive into anything dramatic this January, let's slow down and ask a different question. What if the reason people struggle isn't that they don't know enough, but that they've forgotten something they once did naturally? What I mean is this. A few generations ago, especially for those of us who grew up in the 60s and 70s, we learned a set of basic rhythms without ever calling them a health protocol. Eat regular meals, drink water, move naturally, not obsessively, sleep at night, treat food and drink as part of daily life, not as something to be fought with. None of that was marketed as optimization, it was just how people lived. Today, almost everything about health is packaged like a product, a performance, a version of yourself you're supposed to earn. And in the noise, the ads, the influencers, the algorithms, something simple got lost. We now live in a culture that rewards complexity. Lose weight in 30 days, optimize your hormones, track your macros, biohack your sleep, download an app for every body part. And yet, even with all this information, people feel more anxious, more exhausted, more unsure than ever. Your body did not suddenly become more complicated, your culture did. Too many voices telling you what to do, all at once, all with a strategy, a promise, a metric, a before and after photo. That's cultural noise. And it doesn't help you inhabit your body. It fragments your attention. It trains you to distrust simple, grounded habits. Here's the thing. The basics still matter. Not just in health or weight or fitness, but in how we live, how we treat our bodies, how we treat each other, how we treat ourselves. This idea isn't new. We forget basic human patterns sometimes, and then we chase the next big fix, thinking that will make us feel better. But deep down, your nervous system is just asking for rhythm. Steady meals instead of restriction, movement instead of punishment, sleep instead of constant stimulation, hydration instead of chasing the latest trick. These are not glamorous. They rarely make headlines, but they are what make a body and a psychology settle rather than constantly reboot. And if your resolution this year is about your body or your health or your mind, consider starting with rhythm instead of performance. Maybe the most advanced thing you can do in 2026 isn't a new hack. It's remembering what already worked before everything got so loud.